So what's the biggest barrier to a new surgeon, and how have you been addressing that with your fellows, and how do you speak to them about overcoming those barriers?
I think there's a fear surrounding ablation. I think when you grow up doing it and when it's in your culture and it's part of your practice routine, it's very straightforward and it's very easy. But I can see how asking someone to go start doing a new thing that they're just starting to master, let's say after they've just graduated from training, or doing things that could potentially get them into trouble at an outside institution with no help or no guidance in terms of getting into bleeding complications postoperatively, or not using the right management, or not having staffing to be able to manage these in a outpatient setting. Those are all fears, and those are all real fears. And so really the key is to be able to address all of those things one at a time. I think the way that's been most effective when I've spoken to other people is to talk to other surgeons, see what they do, and take it step by step. You can start small. You don't have to do everything all at once. I think you mentioned this before. You can start by clipping the appendage. You can then do a basic left-sided lesion set or a right-sided lesion set, become comfortable with the technology, the techniques, and then move on. And eventually what you'll find is that that translates to clinical outcomes. And then once patients come to you and they feel better, that becomes a real reason to advance the practice.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think what's interesting is if you look at the new data coming out of Utah with Dr. Doty's group out of Intermountain Health, they talk about, he did a study where they looked at, the post T-site surveys of all the residents, cardiothoracic residents, and they said on average they do five ablations, and on a scale of 0 to 5, they feel about 3 comfortable. And I think that really speaks a lot to the potential we have in training programs to continue to bring our residents up to speed on how to do an ablation and for them to feel safe and to feel comfortable. I totally agree. I think it's a lot asking for a surgeon who's only done 5 of any procedure to go out and practice and start doing it safely and comfortably. So I think we have room in our training programs, as well as, like you said, getting out, proctoring folks, making sure that once they are out, they feel comfortable, that they've set up the right infrastructure to support them. So